Welcome to TrueNAS Enterprise Customer Success. Today's guest is Lance Hathaway, Senior Network Engineer for British Columbia-based Adaptive Technical. Adaptive Technical Incorporated delivers managed IT services to the Greater Vancouver metropolitan area as well as interior British Columbia, Alberta, and other Canadian provinces for customers in the healthcare, architectural, manufacturing, and other industries. Lance, welcome to TrueNAS Enterprise Customer Success. Please tell us about your role at Adaptive Technical.
My role with Adaptive is to primarily design and troubleshoot systems for customers at a reasonably high level, but I also have a habit of getting in the weeds and into the details on a lot of these things. Part of what I do is make sure that when we are offering a system to fill a need for a customer or address an issue that they're experiencing, I'm in charge of making sure that we build the right solution to address their needs without going crazy in terms of how much is this going to cost. I work very much on making sure that we deliver the right solution at the right price for each individual customer.
Which industry sectors and geographies make up your customer base?
Adaptive customers are extremely varied. We have a lot of clients in healthcare, architectural firms, manufacturing. They run the gamut. Adaptive supports customers in a variety of locations. We are based in the Metro Vancouver region. I would say the bulk of our clients are certainly in the Metro Vancouver region. However, we do have clients in Alberta, in the interior of BC, Kamloops, Kelowna, Vernon area. And we have some customers for some of our online systems all the way across Canada, Ontario, Quebec, further.
Is there a typical customer size that Adaptive Technical supports?
We deal with all of them. We have had customers who have 3 employees, 10-employee firm, customers who have 70. We have some customers who have 6 buildings and well over 500 employees. We have a customer with 10 locations in various cities all over BC and Alberta. So we support a wide range of customers in terms of size.
How would you describe your customers' IT strategies prior to their selecting Adaptive Technical's managed IT services?
Some of them are moving directly from in-house IT to a managed services provider. And in cases like that, we've had somebody who was doing it. It was Joe from the cubicle on aisle 5. He kind of knows a little bit about tech, so he's been doing things for us. But now we as a company are at a place where we need a little bit more assistance than Joe can offer while doing his work. But then we also have a lot of companies who have had relationships with other managed services providers, and for whatever reason, they decided that they wanted to switch to us. So sometimes we're taking the baton from somebody who was in-house. Sometimes we're taking the baton over from another provider who may or may not have been on the best terms with the customers. So we deal with a variety of situations.
Please describe how you deploy TrueNAS storage to meet your customers' needs.
What we have done starting back in 2019 is for some of our customers that need a lot of reliability or they need a lot of long-term archive storage in particular is very good for a NAS environment. Customers that overall need a bit of a boost to their capabilities, we find that the TrueNAS works very well, particularly in a converged environment, because you can run multiple services on the TrueNAS. You can run iSCSI for backing a failover cluster for Hyper-V or VMware. And you can also have SMB shares for a standard Windows accessible file share. And so you can meet multiple needs with a single product, and that makes it very powerful.
Do your customers have dedicated storage, or is their capacity part of a multi-tenant service Adaptive Technical provides?
Typically speaking, each customer has their own storage, and we will manage that on their behalf as part of the services we provide. The only time that you might see a multi-tenant storage environment is for, say, a hosting solution with multiple customers logging onto a web-provided service, which is its own kettle of fish. but the vast bulk, I would say, of our customers have their own storage that is suited for their needs.
Please tell us how TrueNAS has helped Adaptive Technical deliver business value to your customers.
The systems that we're currently working with have definitely increased uptime. One of the other benefits that we've had is the ability to smoothly offload virtual machines from one host to another. The TrueNAS absolutely contributes to that because I don't have any hangups where something is passed off of a server and then the other one can't reach it. The TrueNAS has been rock solid and rock stable. We also have made sure to always deploy that in a highly available configuration. The highly available configuration absolutely does as advertised. It keeps it highly available. I don't have any issues with that.
Do you have a customer use case where a TrueNAS solution supports a high productivity environment?
One would be an architectural firm. They have a few different virtual machines that they are running for sending out architectural drawings and video examples of the buildings that are being architected to their customers. Something that we were told when we came in to start doing IT work for them was these systems are so critical. Downtime can basically be measured in a $10,000 loss per hour of downtime. One of the things you want is a very, very reliable storage system that you can run virtual machines off of. You really don't want to be worried about, oh, hey, I lost a disk and now I don't have 3 virtual machines that were needed for doing this work or that work. TrueNAS removes that from the equation altogether. And then the other thing that it can do is, hey, company has 6 terabytes worth of archive data, let alone the data that they're working on a day-to-day basis, which is even greater. How are you going to manage that in a way that is workable and performant for the customer? They don't want to wait 20 minutes to download a big architectural drawing from a server that is handling 60 architects all trying to work on it at once. So you need something with high performance to be able to serve those files at speed.
Please tell us about your deployment process and experience. How did it compare with your past experiences?
I don't have a lot of experience in deploying dedicated storage systems other than TrueNAS. So what I would compare it to is the process of deploying storage on a regular server, a physical server that is client owned and we maintain it. And in that case, the process of deploying a TrueNAS is very smooth. When IX Systems sends the deployment checklist and asks, can you give us this information in advance? I send that and it shows up with that set. I don't need to worry about going in and configuring everything from the ground up. It's already done. And then a deployment call is offered, which I always take you up on. We get on the line with one of the deployment technicians, and I've never had that take more than an hour, maybe 2 hours tops. It's very, very smooth.
Overall, how would you describe your experience with TrueNAS support during your system's deployment?
I would say that support has been outstanding from IX Systems. I have never been dissatisfied. If I have needed more information or if I've had other questions, sometimes support has had to go back to their engineering team to get more detail on the level that I'm seeking. But they get the information. And I've never had an instance where they've gone, I can't answer that. Sorry. I don't get that. And I've always had an excellent time working with the support from IX Systems.
Please tell us about the hardware on which you have deployed TrueNAS.
Currently, everything that we have and support is on IX Systems hardware with TrueNAS Enterprise. We have used TrueNAS Core on generic hardware in some cases where it was necessary as a temporary solution. If that had been a long-term solution, that also would have gone to IX Systems hardware and TrueNAS Enterprise because we feel that that is better in a business context to actually go the extra mile and get the support from IX Systems because it is so good. But TrueNAS Core has also definitely been used in the past where necessary.
Which TrueNAS systems have you deployed?
We have deployed an X20, a couple of M40s, and the newest system that we are getting ready to deploy to a customer site is an M30.
Are there any lessons learned you'd like to share with others considering TrueNAS Enterprise?
The overall experience that we have had in dealing with TrueNAS and IX systems has been very, very good. No question about it. IX Systems as a company has been very responsive. They've gelled very well with our approach of making sure that each customer has the solution best fit for that customer. I never get something that's strictly off the shelf from IX Systems. They're always going into it to make sure that we build and develop the system that is best suited for the customer's needs. And the TrueNAS itself has been absolutely rock solid, and I have had absolutely nothing to say other than in praise of it.
We've been speaking with Lance Hathaway, Senior Network Engineer for Adaptive Technical. Our thanks to Lance and you, our audience, for joining us today. We hope that you have found this time to be well spent. For more information about how TrueNAS Enterprise Solutions can deliver true data freedom to your organization, please visit the URLs listed on your screen. Reach out to us on social media to join in on the conversation. Or if you'd prefer, click on the chat bot or get a quote button on the TrueNAS website for a free consultation to learn more about how we can help your organization achieve true data freedom.